Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to be sharing with you how to use Instagram stories to build an incredibly engaged audience. So who am I and why am I qualified to actually be sharing this with you? My name's Nathan Chan, I'm the CEO and publisher of Foundr magazine. I actually run two companies. One, Foundr magazine, which we'll pull up on the screen. We have almost 2 million followers now at the time of recording this video. And that's my main company that I run, and then also I run another company with my partner Emily, and that is an e-commerce company called Healthish, and we've been able to use that company as well to rapidly grow an Instagram following and generate a ton of sales. So both of these companies collectively we've been able to generate millions of dollars on Instagram. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to build an engaged audience using Instagram stories. So the first thing that I recommend when it comes to building an engaged audience on Instagram stories, and this is something that we could actually do a bit of a better job at Foundr, is show the behind the scenes. So whether you have a personal brand account or a business brand account, whatever kind of business that you have or personal brand, you always want to be showing the behind the scenes and what kind of products are you working on right now, what's happening. Like I'm going to show you an example in a second. We just posted, I'll pull it up on the screen, you can see here that we actually just posted a behind the scenes of a shoot we're going to do. As you can see here on our stories, there we are here, big day of shooting in the New York office. We're going to be shooting content and an interview with Marie Forleo. So this is just a bit of an example where you really want to be able to connect with your audience by taking them along the journey with you, getting them involved on what it is you're doing. Because when I think about Instagram stories, it's similar to Snapchat, where Snapchat stories, people show the behind the scenes. They show the things that people don't usually get to see. On Instagram stories, you can have, it doesn't have to be a pretty, it doesn't have to be a polished photo. It can just be a little bit behind the scenes. And the more that you can show what's happening behind the company or what you don't usually post on your feed, the more you'll be able to connect with people. And it's something that people can follow along. People love to follow along the journey of something. There's something called The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell. And there's all these different kind of stages through that journey. And Disney do incredible films based particularly off just the hero's journey. So if you can have somebody following along on your journey, whatever you're building, whatever the business is, whatever you're working on for your personal brand, it's incredibly powerful to build a super engaged audience. So some examples might be, if you're thinking, what else can I show behind the scenes, whether you're shooting or whatever, it could be you're working on a new product. What do people think about this product versus this other product? You pretty much think of things like asking people the difference of colors between, this product and this product, or what do you think about this new website design? Or maybe it's, I'm thinking of buying this car, or what are your thoughts on this piece of content or versus this piece of content? Really just trying to involve your community as much as possible, involve your followers as much as possible, and take them on a journey with you behind the scenes. Anything you're doing, and even if it might seem boring to you, it might be interesting to the other person. And the more and more you do it, the better you'll get at finding out what people actually like. You'll actually see, okay, I'm going to take people on a journey of me walking to the office for a day. See how many people respond to that. And then, okay, I'm going to take people on a journey to show them my morning routine. Take people on that journey and see what they think. You'll see the data won't lie, the engagement, what people say won't lie. And I've found from experience, the more that you can show things that maybe you feel uncomfortable showing, the more that will powerfully connect with your audience. So another thing that you can do is use the poll function for yes or no questions to really get sales. Now, this is incredibly powerful. I know a lot of you guys watching this right now might have a product or a service, and you might be thinking, okay, well, how can I use Instagram to generate sales? Yes, you want to build an engaged audience, but you want to, if you have a business, which I hope you do, or you're building a personal brand, you're selling products, you want to monetize, then this is the best trick ever that I highly recommend that you do, especially when it comes to selling a product and segmenting who is interested and who is not. So I'm going to pull it up here on the screen right now, but what you can do is let's just say, as an example, you sell a magazine like us, and we give that magazine away for free if you cover shipping and handling. What you can actually do is you want to be able to segment people on if they're interested or not. And we've found these very, very, very powerful to generate sales, and you can go one-to-one via direct message. So I'll just pull it up here on the screen. So what we actually do is we can do a post. Let's do a post. Let's just do a photo that we've just pre-prepared, which is the Branson edition. And we're going to ask, hey, are you interested in a free copy of the Richard Branson printed edition? We'll send it to you. Just cover shipping and handling. And then we create the poll, as you can see here. And then we're going to post it. Now, this is where it gets powerful, because between the yes or no, what you want to do is everyone that says yes, you can go into the story settings. Once you pull up the story after, give it, let's just say, a couple of hours or whatever, right? When you pull up the story settings, you can actually see who said yes and who said no. And all of those people that said yes, I highly, highly recommend you have like a message. You can pre-create it and just cut and paste it, copy and paste it. And then from here, you can actually press send a direct message to them, and you can ask hey, did you have any questions? Hey, if you want a free copy, just go to foundr.com/free magazine, and then bang, send it. And that is so powerful. Instead of when you think of doing sales and selling a product or a service or selling anything, right? You can either do a broadcast to everyone, or you can do a broadcast to everyone and ask people to tell you if they're interested, and that's the first hoop they're going to jump. And then you're going one-to-one, and it won't take you too long, just direct messaging each person, 5-10 minutes, depending how many say yes, and then actually engaging with them and starting a sales conversation. It's so incredibly powerful. I guarantee you, if you do this, you'll generate more sales. So another thing that you can do to really connect with your audience and further your engagement on your Instagram stories is show vulnerability. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, ooh, what does that mean? Or how does that relate to my company? There's all sorts of different things you can do, but in the context of having a personal brand, I think this is a really underrated, and not even strategy, but just being real. The more real, the more raw, the more open, the more honest you can be, it's just way stronger to connect with your audience. So I might just bring up an example. There's this guy called Jocko. We'll pull up his account here on the screen. And as you can see, he posts these photos of him getting up at 4:30 a.m. every single morning. Now, you can see this on the feed, but it could be used as an Instagram story. This is just one of many examples where he's really, really showing behind the scenes what it takes to get in shape, and he's showing the mental discipline required. It's literally it isn't easy, getting ripped, getting jacked is tough. This is what's required. So, that's just one example. Another example might be if you run a business and let's just say you've let your customers down. Let's just say as an example, let's just say you have a physical product and all of your stock sold out really, really fast and you weren't expecting it, and you've just got backlogs of orders upon orders upon orders upon orders. People are hassling you. They're like, where's my package? I don't think it's a bad thing to get on, your Instagram stories, broadcast a video over all of your social, whatever, and say, you know what, guys, look, we failed you. The truth is we haven't delivered up to our expectations. We're working really, really hard. As you can see, here's behind the scenes of everyone packing orders right now. we could be doing a much better job. We're sorry. We're trying to get you the product as soon as we can. That's just one example of so many different others that you can really use vulnerability as a tool to be raw, to be honest, to not shy away, because Instagram encourages us, and there's this culture within Instagram that everything has to be a beautiful photo, everything has to be glossy. Everybody's life on their Instagram is their highlight reel. And I think people connect so much more deeply with you or your brand or your company if it isn't just always a highlight reel. You're not always flexing. So I think that's a really powerful way to build an engaged audience, especially through Instagram stories. So another thing that you want to be doing, and this is probably the number one thing that I think when it comes to building any social platform and building any kind of audience on any kind of platform, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter, is consistency. So from my experience, to grow any social media platform, whatever platform that is, the algorithm or whatever the software that's trying to get your content seen, it's always looking for consistency, because they want to, these platforms, they want to serve the best possible content to their users, and they want to keep you on that platform. So if you're consistently producing content for your Instagram stories, there's a much higher likelihood that your audience is going to see it. And the more people that are going to see your content, the more engaged they're going to be over time. So I think the biggest takeaway I want you guys to have is, if you can, try and post on stories every single day, because what happens right now is the most recent story always appears on the left-hand side, right? So the more consistent you are, the more likelihood, the higher likelihood chance people are going to see it, and it's going to compound over time. So the last tip I have for you is providing value. Now, value comes in many different forms, but basically, I think sometimes people get really caught up on like, what exactly should I post on Instagram stories if I want to build an engaged audience, or even just build an audience in general on your Instagram page. So I'm just going to show you some examples, right? I'm going to pull up here, you'll see on my screen. Here's the Foundr account, and you can see with this particular post, we're promoting our YouTube channel, so it's not so much value, we're actually getting someone to go to another channel, another social media channel. But here's a blog post, 4 paths to monetizing software, advice from top SaaS entrepreneurs. Here's another one on the topic of starting a business. So the 3 best businesses to start. So we've got a few different articles, and we've got our podcast. It's with the founder of OMNISEND, and then we've got behind the scenes pics. So let's just actually show you, like if you actually swiped up, you could actually go to that particular post right now and you can start reading. So here's another example of someone with a personal brand. This person's in our, like the entrepreneurial space, Russell Brunson. He's got this video that he's just posted, and it's an IGTV video. So you can use stories if you use like IGTV or a feed post. You can actually promote it like a value-based post or whatever in the your actual stories to get people to go and check it out. Because I find sometimes now people don't actually, when they go and check out an Instagram account, naturally, and you ask yourself this question and look at the way you use Instagram as a habit, habitually now, a lot of people, what they do is when they open up Instagram, the first thing they do is check stories. They don't always scroll through the feed. So if you can actually promote your own posts from your feed to your stories, it's just another way to get people to watch that content, whether it's valuable or not. And then you can see, he's reposted one of his quotes. So, and then he's reposting one of his podcasts and actually showing the audio. And if you want to see more, you can swipe up. So this is just one example of someone with a personal brand. So there's many different ways that you can provide value. You can teach things, you can show content, you can promote content from other channels. You can, whether it's video content, written content, audio content, doesn't really matter. It really comes down to what is it that is going to provide your audience value. So in turn, you're going to build more trust, and they're going to want to hear from you more, from your company or your personal brand. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top tips on how to build a super engaged audience on Instagram stories. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit the thumbs up and like it. Please do subscribe to our channel. We post a ton of different videos around Instagram growth, all sorts of other business growth strategies, and we interview some of the greatest entrepreneurs of our generation to really help you build your business. And make sure you leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on these strategies. Go test them out. Do share with us if they work with you. Leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, if you want to be notified of more videos, make sure you hit the bell below to always get notified when we post new videos. And I'll see you in another video.
The Foundr mission is to help you create an ass-kicking business and help you learn straight from the mouths of world-class founders. Get your free printed edition of Foundr magazine featuring Sir Richard Branson. Just cover shipping and handling at foundr.com/Branson.